Tim Peterson here in Milford, Iowa, getting ready for high school softball. On Q102, West Lyon comes to town to play against the Okoboji Pioneers. The Wildcats lead the Siouxland Conference with a record of 16-2, 9-1 in the conference. Okoboji this year, 4-10, 3-7 in the Siouxland Conference. These teams met up not too long ago, just a couple weeks, June 1st, and it was West Lyon winning it by a score of 10-0 in 5 innings. Okoboji hoping to change that around tonight, maybe pull off an upset. It's time for tonight's pregame show, brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org. Okoboji and West Lyon getting ready to square off in Siouxland Conference softball tonight. If you want to watch this game, all you got to do is go to exploreokoboji.com, your CF video channel, multiple different ways, our YouTube page, multiple different ways. The easiest way for me to tell you is just go to exploreokoboji.com, go up under the tab, find sports, and pretty much just watch game. It's pretty simple. It'll tell you what to do for the most part. And just read and follow along. This game is going to be a little bit delayed getting started here. They want to make sure first the teams took infield and then they're redoing the field. That's all done. And it looked like we were about to get ready to get going, but they decided they want to spray and hose down the field a little bit more just because it has been so hot today and up around the 90-degree mark. And that's dropped a little bit from there. We happen to be sitting in the shade ourselves. There's a bit of a breeze out here tonight, kind of blowing from left field to right field. I'd probably say 10-15 mile an hour breeze, which helps out with the mugginess and everything that is going on in the air. Clear blue skies, so it's a beautiful evening. I mean, if you like blue skies and warm weather, not everybody does. I don't like to tell people what to think. So Michaela's back at the studio running everything, and Patrick's next to me running the camera. And the teams are getting ready to announce what I believe to be the starters. We've already had the coaches meeting and everything. Like I said, West Lyon comes in with a record of 16-2, 9-1 in the conference, number 9 in 3A. And tomorrow they play at Central Lyon. Okoboji, 4-10, 3-7 in the Siouxland Conference. And they play their next game Wednesday at Sheldon. West Lyon leads this matchup all time by a record of 19-8, and that dates back to 09. It's time for the starters and the starting lineups. They're brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company. Guessing you're
sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at deerequipment.com. C&B, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji Pioneers as they work hard all season. Be proud to represent the Okoboji Pioneers in education and activities.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Shopper would like the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
Left to right in the outfield is Maddie Hagedorn, Addison Frericks, and Bryn Ness. Once again, Okoboji 4-10, 3-7 in the conference against Jeremy Childress's Wildcats, who come in with a record of 16-2, 9-1. And head coach of the Pioneers is Kate Perrin. Let's get we'll meet the defensive starter, or get to the offensive lineup for the Wildcats. Leading off will be Randy Childress, a senior. Then Jersey Hoff, a sophomore. Evie Knobloch is third, and she is a junior. That'll be Maddie Johnson, the senior. Madison DeYoung, the senior, bats after her. And then Braylon Childress, a freshman, bats sixth. Gianna Clarenbeek will bat seventh. She's a senior. Mia DeWitt, a junior, bats eighth. And Leah Blauwet bats ninth, and she is a freshman. Pioneers in their white jerseys, black pants with maroon trim on their unis. And Central Lyon, the Wildcats, have white jerseys, gray pants, and blue writing on their unis. Randy Childress is a right-handed batter, and she'll step in from the right-handed side, which is closest to her dugout. Like I said, Maggie Bergerson, the pitcher for the Pioneers, a right-handed pitcher, and she steps in and gets ready to throw the first pitch of the game. And the first pitch is thrown at 7:13, and it's a called strike. 0-1 to the senior, Randy Childress, who comes into the game batting .321 on the season. She shows bunt with an 0-1 count. Bergerson pulls it back, fires it. Childress pulled the bunt back, swung at it, fouled the ball straight back. And it's 0-2 to the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats. Top of the first, nobody out. First batter of the game. Here's the 0-2. Threw some heat, fouled back again. Count remains at 0-2. The shortstop and second baseman choose not to wear the face masks, Hesse and Graves. The corners both do for the Pioneers, and so does the pitcher Bergerson. Here's the 0-2, comes in low and inside. Count goes to 1-2 strikes. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch comes up high with it, and it's a 2-2 count. Game time official temp when the game started here, 86 degrees and sunny. Feels like it's 88 out here. Here's the 2-2, fouled away, still 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Central Lyon leadoff batter. Showing bunt again, she'll pull that back and the pitch will come inside. And we have a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch comes in high, so Childress battles back from being behind in the count. At 0-2 to draw a leadoff walk with a runner on first. Jersey Hoff will step in. Sophomore batting .424 on the season. Ferguson looks in and fires. A runner goes on the first pitch. It looks like a ball. Throw it on to seconds on the first base side, and then it gets past Frericks in center field. They're going to wave Childress all the way around, and she'll come in to score standing up. Now I can't say that run is charged to Bergerson, as we're going to mark it as an E2 on the play. Throwing error down to second base enabled that runner to come all the way around from first. 1-0 West Lyon leads early on. Another right-handed batter here in Hoff. And it's a 1-0 count. Pitch comes in and missed inside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The number 2 batter for the Wildcats. The pitch is high. I got 3-0 as the count. The scoreboard showing 2-0. Nope, it is 3-0. Coach Jeremy Childress from third base asked the home plate umpire at the same time. I was saying that. Here's the 3-0. Got that one in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike. Pioneers looking for a little payback after they lost last time the Wildcats. A couple weeks ago, a little over a couple weeks ago. 3-1, it's up high. It's 2 batters and 2 walks so far for Bergerson. Maggie's started 4 games on the season. She's played in 10. And in 35 innings had walked just 12. Has walked the first 2 batters here to start this game. Abby Knobloch will step in, the junior batting .464 on the season, and the number 3 batter in the lineup. Shows bunt, pulls it back, gets a ball, and runner goes, and no throw down. No, Hoff will be credited with the stolen base. Bergerson struggling early, but she had the leadoff batter 0-2 and lost her. Now 1-0 on the number 3 batter. That pitch in there. Knobloch taking the whole way. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 as Bergerson looks in and fires. Just missed high, 2-1. You can hear that wind really blowing now. This pitch is fouled back toward the concessions. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off on second. 1-0. Top of 1. This one foul off over the Wildcat dugout. Still 2-2. And they run in a couple new fresh softballs. And Knobloch will step back in. That pitch in there, got her looking, got her in the low part of the zone. Yeah, and that's the first out of the game and our first strikeout of the game. That'll bring up Matty Johnson. He's senior, batting .408 on the season. Fourth batter, nobody's put the ball in play as of yet. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-1. West Lyon averaging nearly 7 runs a game. Here's another swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Averaging nearly 7 runs a game, and they give up just under 2 runs a game. They have hit 14 home runs on the season. That compares to the Pioneers' 3. That pitch up and away, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pioneers average about 4.5 runs scored a game and give up just over 7 runs a game. That pitch caught the inner corner, and it's a back-to-back strikeout thrown by Bergeson. With 2 away, runner on second. Madison DeYoung will be the batter. DeYoung, a senior, batting .182 on the season. Another right-handed batter. All righties so far. Low and in, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Trying to get that runner home from second. Here's a swing and a miss out in front of it. Evens the count up at 1-1. Swing and a miss, swung right through it. And it's a ball and 2 strikes, and Bergeson a strike away from getting out of this early jam she put herself in with a couple leadoff walks. Walking the first 2 batters, I should say. A leadoff walk, followed by a walk. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Bergeson gets out of it with 3 straight strikeouts of the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in this Wildcat lineup. In the inning, there's 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on. Half an inning in the books. It's 1-0. We're gonna take a break, come back, and go around the diamond, which is brought to you by Central Bank and Central Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
West Lyon leads. They scored in their top half of the inning. Here comes Okoboji to the plate. Let's meet the defensive starters as around the diamond we go. For the Wildcats, it'll be Jersey Hoff pitching. She's a right-handed pitcher. She'll be throwing it to Randy Childress behind the plate. Caitlin Baronscott at first. Braylon Childress at second. Evie Knobloch at short, and Leah Blauet at third. First pitch is a ball. Outfield, Gianna Clarenbeek is in left. Maddie Johnson center, and Madison DeYoung is over in right. Hoff comes into the game with a record of 9-2 on the season and ERA of 1.61. Leadoff batter for the Pioneers, Grace Hagedorn, a left-handed batter who steps in. She has a 1-1 count on her, got a ball, and that last one was a strike, and the sophomore is ready again and runs up on it, and the pitch misses, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Hagedorn will be followed by senior Amy Martin, then Elena Hesse, a sophomore. That's your 1, 2, 3 batters. This pitch is ran up on foul back. And it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 4, 5, 6 batters are senior Emma Whitrock, sophomore Maddie Hagedorn, and sophomore Bryn Ness. Get to the rest here in a moment. Here's the 2-2 low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 7, 8, 9 batters are Maggie Bergeson, a senior, Emma Graves, the junior, and Addison Frericks, the junior. This pitch comes in, and Hagedorn lets it go. It's a called third strike. Got her looking for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. And Amy Martin will be the batter. Right-handed batter. Amy steps in, batting .387 on the season. Injured early on in the season. Hits this one down the first base. Well, just past. First baseman is hugging the line pretty good, so it got between her and the second baseman. The Pioneers have the first base hit of the game. Amy Martin on first, seen 1 pitch and got a base hit. And they're going to bring in a runner for her. And I think it's going to be Sullivan, if I heard Coach Perrin correctly. It is. So Megan Sullivan, the sophomore, takes first base for Martin. Referee and coach, or the umpire, I should say, and the Coach Perrin get it straightened out on their end. As Elena Hesse will step in, the sophomore, batting .185 on the season for the Pioneers, a right-handed batter. She's actually standing out of the box, looking down at the coach. Now she'll step in. The umpire picks his mask up, gets his hat situated, now puts his face mask on. This pitch fouled back, came with the heat. Hesse right on it, but just missed it. 0-1. In 69 2/3 inning, Hoff has 75 strikeouts coming into this one. Here's a snap throw to first, not in time. I guess we could say 76 strikeouts now after the leadoff strikeout. No balls and 2 strikes to Hesse. The pitch is going to be high for a ball. Made Childress kind of stand all the way up, maybe even jump a little bit for that one. Hesse digs back in the pitch. Knuckled to the right side. It's going to be caught by Childress, Braylon, and then she tags the runner, Sullivan, who was hung out there. Double play ends the inning, unconventionally getting 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, or 1 hit, no runs. No errors and nobody left on. 1 inning done. It's 1-0 West Lyon, leading the Okoboji Pioneers.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers!
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at DeereEquipment.com. CNB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
Childers will lead things off. Just made that line drive catch. The freshman steps in, batting .255 from the right side of the plate. Bergeson looks in and fires. It's going to be low, hopped right at about the plate, hit the dirt. 1-0. Braylon Childress will be followed by Gianna Knobloch, or Clarenbeek, Jared Clarenbeek, and then Mia DeWitt. This pitch fouled back. It's going to get over the backstop. And the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second inning, 1-0 West Lyon. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Bergeson fires. Misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pioneer baseball in the first inning. No score there yet. Swing and a miss. Childress swung and missed, and that is now 4 straight strikeouts thrown by Bergeson. And now here's Gianna Clarenbeek, the left fielder, another right-handed batter. First pitch to her is going to be low and inside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch out in front of it, and it's an even count at a ball and a strike. Just joining us, you want to watch the game as well, go to exploreokoboji.com, CF video channel, or our YouTube page, and you can watch live. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In 35 innings, Bergeson had 33 strikeouts coming into this game. Now in 36 innings, she has 37 strikeouts. This one fouled off. That'll hit the top of the dugout of the Wildcats on the third baseline. Count remains at 1-2. Getting some of these foul balls back in. Left-handed home plate umpire throws it out. A ball back out to Bergeson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Took it low. Now it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 1 out to Clarenbeek. This one hit to the right side. Scooped up by Graves. She'll flip it on to Whitrock. And that is the first ball that the Wildcats have put into play here so far. Took 7 batters to do it. Here's Mia DeWitt, a junior. She's a designated player, just to be batting. She bats 143 on the season with 2 away. The first pitch to her is hit towards short. Scooped up by Hesse, firing it on to first, and that ends the inning. Nice inning by the Pioneers once again. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Wildcats lead at 1-0. We'll be back with the bottom of the second right after this on Q102.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji Pioneers as they work hard all season. Be proud to represent the Okoboji Pioneers in education and activities.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Is your corporate apparel going for the win? Make your staff look more professional with custom apparel from CC Screen Printing. High quality in-house screen printing and embroidery. Stop by and let Lynn and her staff get you and your staff dressed for success. CC Screen Printing and Embroidery, Highway 71 North Milford, and online at ccscreenprint.com.
Bottom of the second inning is underway as Jersey Hoff fires one into Emma Whitrock, who leads things off. The cleanup hitter for the Pioneers takes the first pitch ball, and the second pitch is a called strike. And it's a ball and 1 strike to Emma Whitrock, the senior, coming in, batting .378 on the season, trying to tie this game up as West Lyon leads at 1-0. Swings the high one, grounds it to third. Blauwett picks it up, fires it on to first. It's in time for the 5-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down. And it'll bring up Maddie Hagedorn. Maddie, a sophomore, batting .220 on the season, a right-handed batter against a right-handed pitcher. Swings at this one and fouls it off. I mentioned the infielders for the Pioneers with their 2 of them with the masks on their faces. The whole infield for the Wildcats has it on. It's an option they can do this year. Popped up, first base line, it's drifting, it'll go out of play. And it's 0-2. And thanks in part to Okoboji High School, Dr. Craig Newell, and the Lakes News shopper, John Adams, at the game here. Enjoying the outdoors and some Okoboji softball. The 0-2 is low, and it's a ball and 2 strikes to Hagedorn. Here's the 1-2. Up and in. Boy, Hagedorn kind of thought about it, but held up. It was very tight inside. Did a good job thinking about swinging and then just kind of getting out of the way of it. Here's the 2-2, and that comes right down the pipe. And Maddie knew it right away. Kind of gave a motion like, oh, darn it. 2 up, 2 down here in inning 2. And Bryn Ness will come to the plate, the sophomore, batting a $122 on the season. The right fielder takes the first pitch, called strike, 0-1. All right, Jersey Hoff got some speed on her pitches. Steps back, fires one again. This one's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is driven to left field, but high in play. Backing up is Clarenbeek. She gets underneath it. Makes the catch. Cowboy just got a little bit too underneath that one. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We head to the third, 1-0. West Lyon leading Okoboji.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
At Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
Well, sometimes the radio and video don't always match up. It's 0-1. One pitch thrown to Leah Blauwit. And that one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The number 9 there. She's a freshman batting .238 for Central Lyon. Central Lyon leading 1-0 as the third inning is underway. Okoboji's Maggie Bergeson's pitched well so far with 4 strikeouts. She did issue 2 early walks to the first 2 batters, but has really settled down after that. This ball fouled back into the backstop. Blauwit now faces a 1 ball, 2 strike count. One ball, 2 strikes. 9-1-2. Batters coming to the plate for Central Lyon. This pitch hit to left field down the line, not very deep, actually pretty shallow, and it's going to drop between third base, shortstop, and left field. Blauwit stopped at first base, however. She'll just get a credit with a single. Look like she might have been able to go try for 2 on that, but did not. I guess why risk it when you have the top of the lineup coming to the plate after you. First hit of the game for Central Lyon. And here's Randy Childress, who walked and scored. Lays a bunt down. It's a beauty right down the first baseline. They're going to throw it to first, but there was really no play. I'm going to go ahead and give her that infield single. Perfect bunt by Childress. Laid it up 3-4 feet off of home plate, down the first baseline. Bergeson picked it up, but really had no play. She threw it down to first, and runners will be on first and second as Jersey Hoff will come to the plate and try to help her own cause. The pitcher steps in with a 1-0 lead and 2 runners on with nobody out. Her first pitch, she bunts it down the third baseline, but foul. That ball kind of came up on her high in the zone. She got the bat up just in time, but fouled it off. 0-1. Hoff has walked and stolen a base. Bergson fires it high. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Wildcat pitcher. Bergeson looks at her wrist. Now she'll step in. She'll wind and fire. Popped up third base. Coming in and making the catch is Hagedorn. And that's the first out. It's Pioneers get Hoff. And that'll bring up Evie Knobloch, who was a strikeout victim in her first and only plate appearance. She'll step in. Her feet are further out than her shoulders, so a wide base. Now she'll square to bunt, and then pulls it back and grounds it through the left side. Base hit into left center field. Pioneers get it right back in quickly. They're watching the runner on third. So Knobloch sneaks down to second on that one. Blauett comes in to score. Childress over to third. Knobloch now on second. Runners on second and third. 2-0 your score. And Maddie Johnson will come to the plate. She's 0 for 1. My second time through the lineup here, it seems like Wildcats are ready. First pitch, bunted but fouled straight back into the backstop. 0-1 the count. Well, thanks to the Hut Bar and Grill, Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, Bank Midwest, and CNC Screen Printing for helping make these broadcasts possible. Grounded to third, underneath the glove of Hagedorn. That'll bring in 1 run. So Childress will come in to score. Knobloch gets over to third. Johnson stops at first. Runners will be on the corners with 1 out. And Madison DeYoung, the batter. Coach Childress yelling out plays like, I don't know, an NFL quarterback. Yelling out numbers like 7-15. Here's a bunt right in front of home plate. They're going to pick it up, and Ferguson's going to try to pick it up and tag the runner, but just couldn't get there in time. And as they tend to that, the other base runners just don't stop running. Johnson ends up on third from first. DeYoung goes from first to second. That makes the score 4-0. As 3 runs have scored, Coach Perrin's going to go and try to calm down her defense and her pitcher. 3 hits this inning, 3 runs, an error. Still just 1 away with runners on second and third. And Braylon Childress will be the batter. She's 0 for 1. Everything breaks up, everybody back to their spots. Childress digs in. Freshman ready, Bergeson looks in. Looks at the coach at the dugout, and now at her wrist. Now she'll look to home plate. Here's the first pitch to Childress. She squares the bunt, misses it. Well, the runners had some big jumps. They're going to throw it down to third. And they got Johnson in the hot box. They're going to get her tagged out. I think Coach Childress is looking for some kind of interference call. He's asking for it. And the field ump says nope. DeYoung, however, scampers and gets down to third as the hot box is going on. Johnson just jumped a little bit too far on that one. Got hung up. 0-1 the count with 2 outs to Childress. Fouls it back and out of play. There's another one for the concession stand here at Okoboji. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, Bergeson could get another strikeout here and get herself out of this. Nope, drilled to center field on a line, and it's going to get over the head of Frericks. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. 1 run in. Childress round second. She's into third. They're going to hold her up there. Stand-up triple for Childress on an 0-2 count. Give her an RBI. It's a 5-0 lead here in the top of the third. There's 4 runs across the plate, and Gianna Clarenbeek will be the batter. She's 0 for 1. That's a called strike on the first pitch to Clarenbeek. 0-1. Clarenbeek, the 8th batter to hit this inning for Central Lyon. The 0-1 pitch. Just missed. And it evens the count at a ball and a strike. And Central Lyon strikes in boys baseball for 2 runs in the top of the first. They lead at 2-0. As it's now in the bottom of the first, Pioneers will try to get back in that game. Try to get on the board. Here's the one hit to left field. Coming in as Hagedorn, then she freezes, comes in a little bit further, makes the catch to end the inning. You know, Central Lyon puts up a crooked number. They get 4 runs in the inning, lead it 5-0. We head to the bottom of the third. The Pioneers will have their 7, 8, and 9 batters coming to the plate when we return here on Q102.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
And Central Lyon leads it for the Pioneers. First batter steps in. It's Maggie Bergeson, and she swings at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Thanks to Jason for tuning us in. Listening on in to Pioneer softball here from Milford. Ball and a strike now on Maggie Bergeson, her first plate appearance of the day here in the third inning. There's a strike. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Central Lyon leading at 5-0 after getting 4 runs in the top of the third. Really opened up the lead. Pioneers still trying to get through their batting order for the first time. Wildcats nearly batted around in their half of the inning. That pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-handed batting. Bergeson now and foul back into the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Emma Graves is on deck. Addison Frericks in the hole. The 2-2 up high, 3-2. Wildcats got 1 run in the first and then 4 in the third. Number 9 in Class 3A. Number 9 in the state. Swing and a miss. Ferguson goes down. There's 1 away. Emma Graves will step in, the junior, batting 130 on the season. First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. She's got a bat on the barrel. It kind of looks like a game of Tetris. Rainbow colors on it. Blocks. She shows bunt and puts it down the third base line. That's a good bunt. It's going to be scooped up, fired to first, and it will be in time. A good play. Good bunt. Blauwet with a great play at third to get that quickly down to first. Baron Scott with a stretch. Gets the out. On the 5-3 put out. That'll bring up Addison Frericks, the junior. Batting 192 on the season. All right-handed batters, but 1 for the Pioneers. That pitch comes in. It's a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Pioneers with just, they've only struck out twice so far here against Hoff. But they've only got 1 hit as well. That pitch is high for a ball, 1-2. Try to get her to chase upstairs. She didn't do so. Here's the 1-2. Foul back. Count will remain. Pioneers baseball, they don't score. And to the top of the second, trailing by 2. Here it's 5-0. Goes off speed on Frericks, and Hoff has faced the minimum batters through 3 innings as she throws her 3rd strikeout. 5-0. West Lyon leads Okoboji. I just feel like I said the wrong Lion here at some point. It's West Lyon. We head to the 4th. You're listening to Okoboji Pioneer Softball on Q102.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
To the 4th inning, and West Lyon and Mia DeWitt, she hits it to right field, and it is flagged down by Ness for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out here to start the 4th inning. West Lyon leading it 5-0. And here's Leah Blauet. She's 1 for 1 with a run scored in the game. She swings the first one. It's popped up toward the first base dugout, and it is going to be high off the fence. Nobody could get there in time. 0-1. No balls and a strike on the number 9 hitter. This is her 2nd time up. We're going to go back to the top of the lineup after this one. The 0-1 pitch. Pop foul. This time a get over the dugout and out of play. And the count goes to 0-2. And Bergeson mowed down 4 batters in a row between, 3 in the first inning and then into the 4th. Hasn't struck out anybody since. Has an 0-2 count here against Blauet. And she got her looking. 2 up, 2 down on the strikeout. We head to the top of the lineup and Randy Childress. The catcher will step in. She's 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Shows bunt again here right away. Pulls it back, swings through, and it's a strike. 0-1. 4th inning, 5-0. Wildcats leading the Pioneers. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss out in front of that one. It's 0-2. Bergson, like many of the Pioneer players, wearing shades on the field. Hesse at shortstop with shades on as well, along with the outfield. This one fouled back. Count holds it 0-2. The 8 batters coming up last inning. Pioneers 2 up, 2 down here. And in the 2nd inning, it was 3 up, 3 down. See if the Pioneers can get in and get on the board. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her. Another strikeout for Bergeson. She's pitched pretty well in this one so far, as she gets her 6th strikeout here in the 4th inning. In that inning, there were no runs, no hits, no errors on left. We head to the bottom of the fourth when we return here on Q102.
Corporate apparel going for the win. Make your staff look more professional with custom apparel from CC Screen Printing. High quality in-house screen printing and embroidery. Stop by and let Lynn and her staff get you and your staff dressed for success. CC Screen Printing and Embroidery, Highway 71 North Milford, and online at ccscreenprint.com.
Your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
West Lyon leading Okoboji as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning, and the only left-handed batter on the field today comes to the plate. Grace Hagedorn. She's 0 for 1. Takes the first pitch, and it's a ball, 1-0. It'll be Hagedorn, Martin, and Hesse for the Pioneers. Pioneers got one hit in the game, but that runner was eliminated on a line drive double play. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 strikeouts thrown so far by the pitcher for the Wildcats, Jersey Hoff. She works quickly, swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Hagedorn not happy that she missed on that one, or maybe not happy she went after that one. Swings at this one and misses. And quickly down on strikes is Grace Hagedorn. 1 up, 1 down. Amy Martin will be the batter. Amy digs in. Singled in her first play. The only person to single or get a hit for Okoboji is Amy Martin. Well, they're glad to get her back, coming back from injury. Fouled back, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, thanks to Northwest Bank, Okoboji Motor Company, and IGL Teleconnect for sponsoring high school sports here in Q102. The 1-1 is off speed, and that fooled Martin. Swings through it. That's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 missed outside, 2-2. Came back with the heat. Martin wouldn't chase. The 2-2 is up high, 3-2. One, two, three, four, five. I think Hoff has 5 strikeouts, and now had just issued her first walk of the game as Martin jogs to first. Nice job by Amy. Watching that one carefully. And it looks like Sullivan will come in and run for Amy Martin once again. So Sullivan will be on first base with 1 away. Elena Hesse will be the batter. She's 0 for 1. Hoff looks at her wrist and now looks in. Steps back, steps forward, and fires this one top foul, first base line, out of play. It'll be 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. No, 1 runner on, no runs yet for the Pioneers. Bunted right in front of home plate. A lot of spin. Going to be picked up by Blauwet and fires it right onto first. Another good bunt, but Blauwet plays her position well once again. And the sacrifice works as Sullivan scampers down to second base. 2 outs. Emma Whitrock will step in 0 for 1. Base hit might just score a run for the Pioneers and get them on the board here. The first pitch to Whitrock is up high. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike called, 1-1. That one missed. And it's 2 balls. 1 strike. Pioneers with 3 home runs on the season. Whitrock has 1 of them. The 2-1 foul back. And out of play. That was at the top of the very top of the backstop. Flew up and then just barely cleared it. Thought I was going to come and hit us in the head here at the table. Here's the 2-2, low and away. It's 3-2. There's also a lady right behind us with a small child in her arms. I said be aware to try to protect, make sure everybody's safe there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. It's up high for a walk. Second walk issued this inning by Hoff. Sullivan on second, Whitrock on first. Maddie Hagedorn the batter, 0 for 1 in the game. Swing and a miss out in front of that one. It's 0-1. Maddie ready, steps in. Behind in the count. Hoff fires, blows it past her. It's 0-2. Hagedorn steps out, steps back in, gets ready. The 0-2 pitch. Up and away, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foul back and out of play. Well, Donna Clark showing some nerves of steel, I guess, or faith, as she parked in the front row here. Pretty sure she's probably watching the Okoboji boys baseball game, who are trailing in the 3rd inning 5-0 to West Lyon. Ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs to the pitch. Hit up the middle. Will it get down? No, it will hang just long enough for Maddie Johnson to come in and make the catch and end the inning. The Pioneers don't score again. No runs. There were no hits, no errors, and the Pioneers leave 2 on. 4 innings in the book. It's 5-0. West Lyon leading Okoboji here on Q102.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Fifth inning, Okoboji trailing by 5. Jersey Hoff, the number 2 batter in the West Lyon lineup, will lead things off. Hoff is 0 for 1 in the game. Chuck, I hope you deserved your dinner. Your wife said she came home and got you taken care of. She's back here and happy to have you listening still. There's a swing and a miss by Jersey Hoff. It's no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 to Jersey Hoff. Maggie Bergeson looks in. Puts that ball on her hip, winds, fires. Chopper to short, scooped up Hesse. Thrown to first, and the play is made for the out. Hesse to Whitrock, 1 up, 1 down on the 6-3 put out. As Evie Knobloch will be the batter, who's 1 for 2 in the game. Evie singled and scored in her last plate appearance. Bergeson gets set. Throws it, bunted, for third base line, it'll roll foul. And it's 0-1. Now the boys' baseball game, 5-0 in the 3rd inning, and that is West Lyon leading that one. Here we're in the 5th inning with the same score of the girls' softball game. Pioneers on both fields unable to get a run as of yet. Got to get Chuck to yell a little bit louder from home, cheer these girls on and get them to score a run. Here's the 0-1, fouled back. 0-2. Well, thanks in part to Central Bank and Insurance, along with Lakes Regional Healthcare, MHR Insurance, and Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons. If you'd like to sponsor high school sports on the radio station here, reach out and contact us. We're always willing to add more sponsors. This one fouled down the third base line, all the way down the fence line in the outfield. It was on the ground and just kept on a rolling. No balls and 2 strikes. Knobloch struck out in her first plate appearance and behind here. Kind of stands in the box, pigeon-toed. That's her stance. That ball low and inside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Maggie looks in, fires it, foul, third base line, gets past the coach, Childress, down that line. And the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2, another 1-2 pitch coming up here. Bergeson steps, fires low. That one got by Martin. Not many have got by her tonight. Hasn't had to try to stop too many bad pitches here. Most of them has been right around the zone by Bergeson. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one comes in high. It's fouled down the third baseline. That'll get out of play. Popped foul down the line, out of play. Still 2-2. Oh, long at bat here for Knobloch. Making Bergeson work. See if Maggie can get her. Here's the 2-2. Comes high again, misses. It's a full count, 3-2. Hey, Maddie Johnson was ready to come in to hit. She thought that was ball 4, but it's just ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. The pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. And that is the second out of the inning. That is the 7th strikeout for Bergeson. As Maddie Johnson will step in. She's 0 for 2 in the game. Got one to sneak past Hagedorn at third in her last plate appearance. Just went under the glove. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strikes to Johnson. Came in batting .408 on the season. Fouls it back. And that evens the count at a ball and a strike. West Lyon puts up a few more in the boys' baseball game. They now lead it 8-0 in the third. And they're still batting. 5-0. West Lyon in the softball game here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Well, Bergeson and the Pioneers have had, well, basically 1 inning. They gave up 4 runs. Otherwise, they played pretty darn well so far in this one. That 1 inning costing them. Making it look a lot worse than it is. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hit down the third base line. It'll be foul, and it will not get out of play. Boy, a hard-running Hagedorn smacked into the fence, and it looked like she hit right on the post as she was trying to catch it in play. Could not come up with a catch. Bounced right back up and right back out to left field she goes. I wonder how the fence is. Maddie wasn't hurt at all. Another 1-2 pitch coming up. Bergeson looking for a second strikeout and gets it in the inning. Another strikeout for Maggie Bergeson, who's pitched really well here tonight for the Okoboji Pioneers. Pioneers still trail, though, 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th when we return here on Q102.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Then there's Ness will lead things off for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The first pitch will bounce just right in front of the catcher. It's a ball low, 1-0. I'm Tim Peterson. Patrick on the camera. If you want to follow along, we have a video stream going through ExploreOkoboji.com. I saw on our YouTube page. Also catching a Roku on CF Family. 2 balls and no strikes to Bryn Ness, who's 0 for 1 in the game. There's a strike called. Michaela back in the studios, getting back into the groove of things. As Hoff finds a groove there. And it's a strike, 2-1. Next one comes in low and inside, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Bryn Ness. Bryn flew out in her first plate appearance, hits this one on the first base line, pops it, and it'll be just a foul ball out of play. Count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three and 2 to Bryn, and that misses. It's another walk issued by Hoff. That is the 3rd walk of the game issued by Hoff, and the 3rd in the last 5 batters that have faced her. And here's Maggie Bergeson, 0 for 1 in the game. That pitch popped, but it was a ball. It's 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Bergeson. A senior pitcher for the Okoboji Pioneers shows bunt, lays it down, third base line, scooped up once again by Blauett, fires it on to first, and they get the out, then they snap, throw to second, and boy, they nearly got Ness, who rounded the base somehow. When she slid back in, she slid toward the outfield side of the base, which was the best spot she could get to, staying away from the tag, and she's on all fours right now and slow to get up. Now she finally gets to her feet. She'll be checked on. The sacrifice works for Bergeson, getting that runner down to second. Still with a 5-3 put out. One out. The number 8 hitter in the Pioneers lineup, Emma Graves, will come to the plate. First pitch misses, gets by Childress. And running down to third base is Ness. Pitch was in the dirt. And it's a ball, no strikes. Graves 0 for 1 in the game. Here's the 1-0. Shows bunt. Stabs at it, but misses it. And it's a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, one out. 5-0 runner on third for the Pioneers, looking to get a run across here in this one. Showed bunt, pull it right back, and the ball is high. Has the count go to 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the 2-1, shows bunt, fouls it off. And the count will go even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pioneers trying to get a run in from third. Trailing by 5. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Graves goes down. She'll be the second out of the inning. And Addison Frericks will be the hitter. It's a 6th strikeout of the game for Jersey Hoff. Frericks 0 for 1 in the game. Off speed. Way out in front of it was Frericks. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Number 9 batter. Hoff fires. Misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoff looks in, delivers. That's a strike, 1 and 2. Well, the Okoboji baseball squad finally gets out of the top of the 3rd inning. They now trail it 11-0 to West Lyon. And they'll be hitting here shortly in the bottom of the 3rd in that one. Here's 1 and 2, and the pitch is high for a ball. 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bryn Ness standing on third for Okoboji. Frericks trying to get her in, cannot. Takes a called 3rd strike, and that ends the inning. The Pioneers got another runner to third. Couldn't move her past there, though. Still no runs for the Pioneers. They have got just 1 hit, which came all the way back in the 1st inning. We head to the top of the 6th, with West Lyon leading it 5-0 over Okoboji.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, driven to serve better.
5, 6, and 7 batters coming to the plate for West Lyon here in the 6th inning. They lead at 5-0, and the first pitch is swung on and missed by Madison DeYoung. DeYoung 0 for 1 in the game. I'll check that, 0 for 2. Got a fielder's choice, and she has scored a run. No balls and 1 strike. Maggie Bergerson's pitched the whole way for Okoboji. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. She's given up 4 hits in the game, but 5 runs. Pioneers have committed a couple errors. No errors committed by Central or West Lyon. I almost said it again. West Lyon has not committed any errors. Here's the 0-2. Popped up, and it's going to come right over the fence. No, right at the top of the fence, right straight up from Patrick the camera and I. Count is still nothing in 2. DeYoung, Childress, and Clarenbeek, the batters scheduled to bat this inning for the Wildcats. This pitch misses inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bergeson looks in. Sun dropping down. This one hit down the third base line in the air, but it's going to be a foul, and nobody's going to be able to get to it. Good effort by Hagedorn. Running away from home plate. She dove straight out toward left field for it. In foul territory, couldn't get there. That's a long strike. The lights haven't started to come on yet here. I'm thinking they probably will shortly. A ball and 2 strikes. DeYoung fouls that one back and out of play. DeYoung came into the game batting 192 on the season. The senior's ready, and the senior pitcher for the Pioneers, Bergeson, looks at the bench, looks at a wrist. Now looks to home plate and looks to try to get another strikeout victim. Fires it, and it's hit into center field high, and it's going to drop just into center field. As Frericks came in, she just couldn't quite get to it. And it'll be a leadoff base hit for DeYoung. And that's the first hit since the 3rd inning for the Wildcats, as Braylon Childress will be the batter. A freshman tripled her last plate appearance. Keep an eye on DeYoung at first. The pitch comes in, bunted back into the backstop, nothing in 1. On the foul ball. Childress tripled, like I said, her last plate appearance, and then she ended up being stranded at 3rd. That was the first hit given up since the 3rd inning, and also out in that inning, the leadoff hitter also led off with a single. There's a swing and a miss by Childress, nothing in 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Bergeson puts that ball on her hip, winds and fires. Popped in the air, left side. It'll reach the grass, I believe. No, it came back in. Hesse couldn't field it or can't make the clean catch. He dropped it. Had the sense to pick that ball up and get it to second base, and they'll get the lead runner in DeYoung. That's a lot of things to mark down here. So we got an E6, and then a fielder's choice for the batter, as DeYoung is out at second base for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Clarenbeek, who's 0 for 2. Clarenbeek flew out her last plate appearance, flew it out to Hagedorn and left. So Childress replaces DeYoung at first. With one out. Ferguson gets ready to deliver a pitch. There it is. It's a called strike. Runner goes. So around the second is not in time. Stolen base for Childress. No balls in, one strike. Clarenbeek ready. Bergerson looking in. Chopper to the right side. Tough play, and it's going to be picked up by Whitrock. Makes the tag, and then a throw to the plate is not in time as Childress got in. So they get the out at first. In Clarenbeek, another run will come in at 6-0. Good tag by Whitrock, and then had the sense to hurry up and try to get that ball to the plate, but just not in time. So 3 unassisted, and then a RBI for Clarenbeek. With 2 away, Mia DeWitt will be the batter. She's 0 for 2. Hits the first one down the first baseline, foul. It's a line drive down the line, foul. 0-1. Ferguson getting ready. Looks in and fires. Foul back. On the first baseline to about the first base side dugout where the Pioneers are seated is Shadow. Otherwise, still sunny out from there on out. No balls and 2 strikes to DeWitt. The pitch comes in high for a ball, and it's 1-2. And thanks to Consumers Lumber Company, Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, and C&B Operations for sponsoring high school sports here in Q102. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The number 8 hitter in the lineup for the Wildcats. DeWitt, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her to swing through it. And that'll end the inning. Yeah, just 1 run came across on 1 hit. There was 1 error and nobody left on. 5.5 complete here in Milford. It's make that 6-0. West Lyon leading Okoboji. The Pioneers will have the top of the lineup coming to the plate when we return here on Q102.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers!
CMB is a proud sponsor of our local high school athletic teams. Shop online and browse our inventory at deerequipment.com. CNB, your local John Deere dealer, committed to being your dealer of choice.
Hagedorn will lead it off in the 6th inning for the Okoboji Pioneers. Still looking for their first run of the game. They've managed just 1 hit against West Lyon's Jersey Hoff. They trail at 6-0. Hagedorn yet to do anything but go down on strikes. He struck out looking in the first and then swinging in the 4th. And we might have something. Pitcher to center to right. Some changes for the Wildcats. I didn't even notice until just now as number 3, Madison DeYoung, comes in to pitch. I gotta change my old book up here. As Bergerson It was done after 6 innings of pitch. Make that 5 innings of pitching. And then, what am I writing here? Hoff, not Bergeson. Hoff goes to center field. Johnson over to right field. And DeYoung into pitch. And the first pitch to Hagedorn is a foul ball, 0-1. Finish writing up my changes on my sheet log here. That one misses. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hoff's final line: 5 innings, 1 hit, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Pitch inside for a ball. Pioneers looking for a late rally here. 2-2 count on the leadoff hitter, Hagedorn. Swing and a miss. First batter to face the new pitcher in DeYoung, and it's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down. Amy Martin will step in. Martin has reached base twice, singled and walked. Takes the first pitch called for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. That one in the dirt, 1-1. Elena Hesse waits on deck as that pitch misses outside, 2-1. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. My Westline baseball just keeps scoring runs. They're now in the 4th inning. They're batting and they're leading at 13-0 over the Pioneers. 6-0 here in the softball game. Swing and a miss by Martin. Back-to-back strikeouts thrown by DeYoung. 2 outs. Here comes Hesse. 0 for 2. Made contact in both of her at-bats, but I'd make that 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice. Pops this one up right side in play. On the first base side, just in the field of play, maybe right on the line. It's Barron Scott. She's under it, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Pioneers. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left. We had the top of the 7th with West Lyon leading Okoboji 6-0. More high school softball when we return here on Q102.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
Then Okoboji trailing to West Lyon by a score of 6-0. Ferguson has pitched the distance so far for the Pioneers. Most of the damage coming way back in the 3rd inning. Pioneers gave up 1 run in the 1st, 4 runs in the 3rd, and then 1 in the 6th inning, but have yet to get any across home plate themselves. To lead things off will be Leah Blauet. First pitch for her to her is a ball 1-0. I think this is Blauet. She's 1 for 2. She has singled and scored a run. 1 ball and no strikes. The number 9 hitter in the Wildcat lineup. Swings at it, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nine 1-2 batters coming up to bat for Coach Jeremy Childress and the Wildcats. Here's the 1-1. Off speed, up and away, and it's 2-1. Up next for the Wildcats, they'll take on Central Lyon on Tuesday. Up next for the Pioneers on Wednesday, they'll be at Sheldon. The 2-1 pitch hit down the first base line. Landed in play right down the line. Blew it. Blauet scampers into second base for a leadoff double. I was thinking that one was going to go foul, but it did not. And a leadoff hit. Send it to the top of the lineup, and Randy Childress, who has singled and scored twice in this game. Once again showing bunt. Pulls it back, nope, puts it back forward and bunts down the first base line. Bergeson will pick it up, underhand it to first, it's off the mark. Blauet will come around to score. Childress will stay at first. And it's 7-0. Childress is gonna come out. She'll get a runner. As Alexis Schurz will come in, the junior, to run. Another run across here for the Wildcats as Jersey Hoff steps into one. Hits it out to right center field. Coming over, making the catch is Ness. The runner does not advance. And there's one away. One out. Runner on first is Schurz, and here's Evie Knobloch, who's 1 for 3. Singled and struck out twice. Lights have come on. Here's a swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw it on to second. Is not in time. Leaks into center field. They'll pick it up there. Throw it all the way to third base. Throws on the mark, and it is in time. Goddard trying for third base. So sure is wiped off the base paths. And there's 2 away. Evie Knobloch, the batter. 1 run in, but 2 outs. Nobody on. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Hit right back up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Stand up there on first. Knobloch rounded and then came back. So she singles. Now 2 for 4 in the game. And Maddie Johnson will be the batter. Looking for her first hit. Pioneers trying to get out of this here in the top of the 7th. Try to get up, get some runs themselves. There's a check swing called strike. Throw down to first is not in time. No balls and a strike to Johnson. Bergeson looks in and delivers. Pop foul. And it's 0-2. I just had to make sure it didn't hit something behind me when it came over and come back at me. I was going to watch it, and I thought, I better not even watch it. Flew right over my head on the foul ball over the backstop. But if I turned back and watched it and hit something, it deflected back at me. I wasn't even able to stop anything. Here's the 0-2 pitch. To left field, that's going to be down for a hit. Hagedorn will throw it back in, back-to-back singles here. Central Lions not done doing damage yet. 7 runs across, looking to add to it. 2 runners on. Madison DeYoung, the batter, with 2 outs. There's about a 1-inch gap in between her hands as she holds that bat. She shows bunt. I can't imagine her bunting here. Pulls it back. It's high for a ball. 1-0. 7-run lead and 2 outs. I can't see her bunting at all in this situation. But you never know. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit into right center field, and I think that one's going to get down. It will. Diving for it was Frericks. Couldn't quite get to it. 1 run's in. Ball comes all the way into the pitcher, Bergeson. Knobloch comes around to score. Johnson third. DeYoung ends up at second after the ball was thrown in. It is 8-0. Courtesy runner coming in for the Wildcats, going to second base. We got number 21. I do not see number 21 on our roster. So number 21 is running. Here's a grounder to third, picked up, on to first. Hagedorn to Whitrock, and that'll finally end the inning. But they tack on a couple more runs here in the 7th. As the score is now 8-0. Pioneers will come up. One last attempt to try to tie this game or take the lead. They'll need 8. And they'll have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming to the plate when we return in the bottom of the 7th here on Q102.
Okoboji Motor Company, we understand your vehicle represents a significant investment, and nobody knows your vehicle better than our certified experts, who bring on average 30 years experience in providing expert GM and Toyota service. We have the latest, most advanced equipment specifically designed for your vehicles. Express Lube and service hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 6 p.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 336-1500 to service your vehicle.
Okoboji Motor Company. Driven to serve better. Driven to serve better.
West Lyon leading Okoboji, and Whitrock leads it off with a hit down to right field, and coming in and making a great backhanded catch is the right fielder. Let's see, I gotta see who's other. Maddie Johnson with a great catch. Ran a bit toward center field and in, and kind of reached back with their left hand and made that catch for the first out. And Whitrock is retired for the second time tonight. She was walked earlier. 1 out. And Maddie Hagedorn will be the batter. First pitch to her is the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. She's 0 for 2. DeYoung fires it, misses. It's 2-0. That pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike, or 3 balls, no strikes. That pitch misses. That's a walk. Pioneers have hope. And a base runner. Here's Bryn Ness. 1 out and 1 on. Pioneers down 8. Another ball. Well, if you're an Okoboji Pioneer fan, you don't want to know the baseball score anymore. West Lyon taking care of business there. There's a grounder to second. Hops up high on the second baseman, Childress. She handles it. Can't get a play at second base. She'll just take it to first. And that's the second out of the inning as Ness grounds into the 4-3 putout. Advancing Hagedorn. And with 2 outs, Pioneers down to their last out. And Maggie Bergeson. Maggie 0 for 1 in the game. That pitch bounces in there. Nice stop by Childress. It's 1-0. That pitch comes in high, 2-0. DeYoung's thrown some out of the strike zone in this short amount of time she's been in there, but she's gotten the job done, has yet to give up a hit. This one hit to the right side. Backing up is Johnson and gets over her head. Bergeson will drive in a run for the Pioneers, and they'll get on the board and end this shutout here in the bottom of the 7th. Bergeson hits it over Johnson's head right down the right field line. Hagedorn will come around to score. Barely Chuck cheered loud enough. Got the Pioneers on the board. On the double by Maggie Bergeson. Pioneers will send up Emma Graves. Emma 0 for 2. 8-1 the score. Swing and a miss. Graves looking for her first hit. In fact, the Pioneers, with 1 hit in the first inning, have not got a hit until that last one by Bergeson. Here's the 0-1. Up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Addison Fresh waits on deck, hoping to get a chance. A 1-1 pitch is low for a ball, 2-1. Two balls in, 1 strike to Graves. Misses again, 3-1. DeYoung looks at her wrist and now looks in. Lines and fires. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch coming up next. Bergeson on second. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Got her looking. And that'll end the game. Another strikeout by the West Lyon pitchers. They end up with 10 strikeouts in the game and just gave up 2 hits in the game. But the Pioneers get on the board here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on. Final score, West Lyon wins it 8-1. Post-game show brought to you by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. That's coming up next. The Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Nerland and Dr. Cornwall.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers!
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
The Lakes News Shopper would like to wish the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of 1 from West Bend. Simplify with 1 policy, 1 affordable premium, 1 common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Northwest Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Dr. Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
From Milford is 8-1. West Lyon beats the Okoboji Pioneers softball squad. Okoboji will fall to 4-11, 3-8 in the conference. West Lyon will improve to 17-2 and 10-1 in the conference. They lead the Siouxland Conference and came into the game ranked number 9 in 3A. West Lyon's next game is at Central Lyon. That'll be on Tuesday. Pioneers are off Tuesday. They play Wednesday against Sheldon at Sheldon. Final numbers in the game: West Lyon with 8 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors and left 4 on base. Okoboji with 1 run on 2 hits. They committed 5 errors and left 4 on base. Bergeson's final numbers: she pitched 7 innings, gave up 9 hits, 8 runs. They weren't all earned, though. She had a couple walks and struck out 9. Dual pitchers for the Wildcats. Hoff goes 5 innings, strikes out 7, walked 3 and gave up 1 hit. DeYoung came in relief, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 3. Once again, the final score, 8-1, West Lyon over Okoboji. For Patrick on the camera, for Michaela back in the studio, thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and thanks for everybody for tuning in. Thanks, Mom. Until next time, this has been High School Softball on Q102.